free driver education to help you ace your driving test. Trubicars.
Hi, it's John from Trubicars, your online course provider. And today I want to talk about driving in a rural area. Right now, I am just on the edge of Chatham, Ontario, and I'm on a paved road, which is going to turn into a gravel road. And I'm just going to go over some of the things that you should be aware of, okay? So let's go. So if you notice in the foreground, you'll see lots of farm equipment this time of year. Okay, it is the middle of November, and so I'm going to be watching for all kinds of things. You can see there's a hidden entrance to a field. Lots of farm equipment out this time of year, taking crops and things off. Okay, lots of hidden driveways. You can see that there's a big hedgerow up in front of us here on the right. So I'm watching there. Okay, I'm making sure that nobody's going to come out. So that's the problem with a road like this, is everybody's driveway and all the side roads and stuff all meet, right? And you know, people sometimes don't obey stop signs and things like that. And you notice back there was a sign to tell me that this pavement is going to change into gravel, and that's going to happen in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, and now I am on a gravel road, and you probably can't even hear it. So driving on a gravel road or dirt road is a little bit different. Lots of potholes, not exactly smooth. If I had to stop really quickly, I'm going to slide on the gravel. It's kind of like driving on marbles. Okay, I can't take this corner up ahead as fast as I normally would. My speed's actually dropped down. I'm doing about 40 kilometers an hour right now. If I was to take this too fast, I could slide right off into these trees. And speaking of these trees, these bush lots and tree lots are great places for animals to hide, especially deer. Okay, at night the deer can come out. They're crossing from, you know, one bush lot to another where they kind of hide. So you have to be aware of that. And as you can see off in the distance, we have a stop sign and a red pickup truck that's going very, very slowly. I suspect he's probably checking out the farmland and stuff around here. Okay, we're going to be making a right turn at the stop sign. Lots of potholes, lots of ruts. In the winter time, these roads will get, you know, pretty slippery, and one of the reasons for that is the snow gets all packed down, and they don't salt dirt roads because it really wouldn't work on a dirt road. There's nothing to hold the salt, you know, for it to pool up on. Okay, right here we're getting a little bit of washboarding, as they call it. Okay, so something else you have to be aware of. And as I was telling you, if I had to stop here, and I'm going to do a panic stop since there's nobody around, you can hear we slid. Okay, so that tells you that, you know, driving on a road like this, you have to slow down. Okay, I'm also trying to drive in the footprint of the previous cars here, where all that gravel is kind of packed down into the dirt underneath. Okay, now an interesting situation up here. I guess they've changed it since the last time I was here. So we do have a set of railway tracks. These railway tracks at one time weren't marked. They just had the big X, and they actually had a stop sign on them. And they have now improved that, probably because there was a collision up here between a train and a vehicle. And they've actually put a set of crossing gates up now, as you can see. I'm still not going to trust them, and I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to look both ways. Plus, this crossing's a little bit rough. And that's going to take us up to the highway. And again, I'm doing maybe 50 kilometers an hour right now. So technically we're out in the country. The speed limit could be 80. There's no way you can do 80 kilometers an hour on a road like this. You would start to fishtail all over the place. And the solution to that would be, if it ever happens to you, is to come off the gas, stay off the brake, let the car slow down, and eventually it will stop moving from side to side. Okay? This has been John from Trubicars, and drive safe.
Free driver education to help you ace your driving test. Trubicars.